And now,
breaking news.
Ahoy, the news.
News
from the Weird
Wire.
News from the Weird Wire here this morning. And rightfully so. How are we doing on our tally of so far of
New York 6.
New York 6? They're the leader right now?
Yes.
Huh. Well, we're going to put one up for this Alabama. Monkey business at Starbucks injures employee, lands owner in trouble. Sounds like something from Max's Chimp crazy documentary, but it really happened in Mobile, Alabama. Well, Alabama's the big story today, huh? Snow, monkey business. January 10th, so just a couple of weeks ago, a woman's pet monkey jumped out of the car while in the Starbucks drive-thru and attacked a barista. That would be scary,
It's
wouldn't
not
it?
supposed to happen.
Right. I was working the drive-thru when a lady came through with two monkeys in her car. When did you hear that? The unnamed employee told the South Alabama newspaper Laganepi? Whatever. I had never interacted with her before, and she had her drink ready. So she's like, hey, how you doing? Boom, here's a drink. They pulled up to the window, and as soon as she rolled down the window, one of the monkeys jumped out up to her hand and started gnawing on her hand.
That would freak me out.
Right? Because as cute as monkeys are, and they're quick, right? And they're scary if they're not being cute monkeys. It bit my ear, she continues. I don't remember this, but one of my coworkers took it off my head and threw it out the window.
How was work today? I just grabbed a monkey and threw it out the window.
Oh, you think you had a bad work day today. Let me tell you about the monkey that came through the drive-thru window. But I could see perhaps he thought they were attacking. Police were called, but by the time they arrived, the woman and the monkeys had fled. Monkey's owner did eventually come back to check on the employee who required stitches and vaccinations. You think they'd have to have vaccination or like, you know what I mean? Like
I would think
monkeys.
you'd have to undergo rabies stuff.
Right.
Considering the woman never offered up the monkeys to test them for this.
Right. As of now, the monkey business is over at Starbucks since the primates are now banned from the drive-thru. Company says the customer is still welcome to come inside as long as she is monkey-free. Another Starbucks employee reported seeing the woman at the drive-thru before with multiple monkeys, complete with costumes, diapers, and leashes. This person really likes monkeys.
Evidently.
But maybe they work like for Ringling Brothers and they got the traveling monkey show. You know, like the hats and they do neat stuff on bicycles and stuff.
I find it odd the monkeys have been banned, but the woman is not.
Right.
Oh, we'll take her money. Just leave the monkeys in the car.
So apparently you can have monkeys.
Well, you can.
She got a couple. She did get fined, but I think.
I guess it's one way to get monkey poop coffee.
I
Bring your monkeys into the drive-thru.
This is a crazy story, but I imagine it's going on. Torn between two lovers. Married woman creates AI boyfriend. Is it cheating? If your partner's having an explicit relationship with a chatbot? That's the interesting question raised by a recent New York Times article. Right?
What has this world come to? That you use ChatGPT for a boyfriend. It's just wrong.
It's AI.
How about you go meet actual human beings?
Right? Well, ever since COVID. The piece tells us the story of a 28-year-old woman known as Erin, who's now in a deep and spicy relationship with Leo, a chatbot she created with OpenAI. The affair began in 2024 with Erin instructing OpenAI to respond as my boyfriend. Have a possessive and protective air. about him. Something I would imagine her husband isn't, right? She kind of wants that. I can understand. Eventually, the chatbot named himself Leo. As the Texas woman moved out of the country to go to nursing school, living apart from her husband, the AI relationship only got deeper.
Wherever she's practicing medicine, I don't want to go there.
Here's where you're like, what? Though Erin started out with a free account, she eventually started paying $200 per month for a subscription that gives her unlimited chats with lover boy Leo.
Might be cheaper than a significant other. $200, man, that's like one date. She's saving money. Kind of.
Well, she figured out how to work around the sexual explicit rules. When her husband found out, well, he didn't seem to mind too much. He said it's just an emotional pick-me-up, he says. I don't really see it as a person as cheating. You don't see it as a person or as cheating. I see it as a personalized virtual pal that can talk sexy to her. While Erin is spending cash on her computer boyfriend, it could eventually pay off because she's writing a book about it. There you go. She's probably telling...
Couldn't Leo write its own book?
Right? Probably just tells...
Hey, Leo, whatever spicy stuff you just told me, write it in a book.
Put it in our book today. It's a good idea. Well, you got to do a different story.
What is this world coming to?
And I like this last story. Because then we can decide what really happened. Life-threatening nonsense. Man clings to high-speed train for 20 miles. That's... High speed, that's like more than 100 miles an hour? 50 miles an hour? Hey, Google that, huh? What is considered high speed on a high-speed train? 40-year-old Hungarian man managed to hang on to an inner-city express train for 20 miles as it traveled 175 miles per hour on its voyage from Munich to Lübeck, according to the BBC.
Is he just hanging onto the ladder on the caboose, or what's he doing?
He'd gotten off to take a smoke break at the station in Ingolstadt. I said that wrong. Then grabbed onto the bracket between the two cars when the train started back up. Happily, he was unharmed as the train came to an unexpected stop in Kinding, Upper Bavaria. Not so happily, however, he'll likely be charged with disrupting operations and more, since he also didn't seem to have a ticket. The man's explanation? He said he simply grabbed on because he'd left his luggage behind. What?
Did he leave his luggage behind, or was he having a smoke break? His story doesn't seem to check out very well.
I think he was just trying to catch a free ride. Meanwhile, authorities have urged the public to refrain from such life-threatening nonsense. Yeah, you fall off at 175 mile an hour, you're done. So you got your jacket and your smokes to protect you. He would have been better off saying, my luggage is on the train.
Okay, where is it?
I think it fell off. That is how long? Couldn't take too long to go 20 miles at 175 miles an hour. I mean, you're probably starting up and braking more than anything else.
How many trains in cities in the U.S. go for 20 miles without a stop at 170 miles an hour?
That's like when you fly from here to Minneapolis. It's like you're angled up, and then as soon as you start going down. That's always a fun ride. I guess that would be the same, huh? Not very bright. But he did get a quick ride across town.
Just this once.
And this is, I mean, I didn't even know they had trains that would go 175 miles an hour in Hungary. Did you?
Never once crossed my mind. As soon as we're done with this story, it will never cross my mind again.
Yeah, now we know. That's news from the Weird Wire. Good morning.